Hey everybody, Douglas Blair Roberts here, the Super Vader 400, and of course the brown skin human coming back at you with another movie series review intro. My previous movie series review intro, whenever I uploaded to YouTube, for some odd reason, the newest, the Crush 40 upload of Sonic What I'm Made Of, their uploaded version for some odd reason has a copyright on it, and whenever I see, and the copyright is actually not a problem according to YouTube, but if I ever want to set this account up for monetization, it will be a problem. So I'm going to do a remade version using two non-copyrighted songs. Even though this is an intro for movie reviews and rants, the What I'm Made Of will from now on this channel will only be the outro, and I'll use one of the old school non-copyrighted uploads of Sonic What I'm Made Of. The intros will feature the Sonic Heroes theme, which I haven't used in a long time, and of course the iconic We Can that I use a lot now. Everywhere on every other platform, the intros, I will use the old intro. So with that being said, let's get started right now. Hey everybody, it's time for a different type of video, and this is my 2025 Part 1 narration remake of my Mortal Kombat Legends animated film series review introduction to several larger webcam real life superhero versions I recorded.
the uploads will vary from channel to channel. On Facebooks and other forms of social media, there will be 4 to 5 videos. One, 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 one I recorded from 2022. Another one from 2023, and 2 from 2024, and then there will be a brand new spanking updated 2025 to reflect my opinions and thoughts on the Mortal Kombat Legends series now, which for the most part haven't changed that much, but I still thought these videos should be updated. I just never got around to finishing. I got around to finishing recording these, but never got around to finish recording the part 1 intro that leads you into the real life superhero videos. That's for Facebook and other forms of social media. Now, for those of you on YouTube, there will only be 3 versions. That's the 2023, the 2024 sitting down, and the 2025, and my updated real life superhero 2025. I may upload the other 2024 version, which will be on the Facebook some other time individually, but for now yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Want this to be a Mortal Kombat channel. Mortal Kombat will be one of the many topics that will be discussed on this channel, just like YouTube user the Brus Poet, who is retiring as a Mortal Kombat commentator, and T-Mop guy, the Fighters Den, and 618 Entertainment. Yeah, these are my favorite Mortal Kombat commentators. So yeah, now let me get to the movie. I'll also give my short thoughts in this video. I'll also give my short thoughts on the future of the Mortal Kombat animated Legends movies, and in the 2025 webcam version, give my thoughts on the future of give my larger thoughts on the future of the series. So with that being said, let me get started right now. I like all of the Mortal Kombat Legends movies, with the second movie, Battle of Realms, being the best, followed by Scorpion's Revenge. Third is Snowblind, and fourth, the worst in my opinion, is Cage Match. Yeah, it all started in 2020 with Scorpion's Revenge, which I immediately became a fan of. But I had a couple of issues with liberties taken with the story, and in my opinion, changing. Liberties taken with the story and wasting several characters. But other than that, this was a great animated movie, and was one of the best of a garbage 2020, and was one of the best films during the weak pandemic era. And it was this right here was an awesome reboot of the 1995 live action film and the 1996 Defenders of the Realm cartoon sequel. Finally, another animated project. Like I said, I like the idea of Mortal Kombat as a live action project, but they are so much better animated. It's much easier to animate the characters, their costume, appearances, and moves, and special moves, especially the projectiles in animation, than it is to shoot it in live action. You can do more with an animated project. Yeah. This whole thing felt like Mortal Kombat 1. This whole thing felt like Mortal Kombat 1 and 4. Mortal Kombat 1 and 4 with elements of 2, 3, the NetherRealm era Mortal Kombat. NetherRealm era Mortal Kombat, and many more. So yeah, Scorpion's Revenge. So yeah, great start, and the second best of the animated trilogy. Now, the sequel, which in my opinion was vastly superior, Battle of the Realms. Battle of the Realms, this movie in my opinion, if I had to choose, this movie is not only the best Mortal Kombat movie, but it is one of the best Mortal Kombat things, multimedia projects outside of the video games. This was the ultimate Mortal Kombat wet dream for any Mortal Kombat fan. This movie was Mortal Kombat's 2 and 3, 3 and 4 with elements of Deception, Armageddon, 11, and X. Yeah, it was multiple games in one, which is one of the many criticisms towards this movie. I thought this movie was one of the best ever, and it corrected all the wrongs from the first it corrected all the wrongs from the first movie, and successfully concluded the original portion of the Legends Anthology, because the next movie starts a brand new continuity. This one right here. This was also, more so than the first one, this was a reboot. This was a reboot of Defenders of the Realm. It had half of the cast members seen in Defenders of the Realm and Annihilation. Mortal Kombat Annihilation. So yeah, and this was the superior Mortal Kombat film. 2021 had 2 Mortal Kombat films this year. This was vastly superior to that live action crap fest that was released in 2021. So yeah, Battle of the Realms, one of the best animated Mortal Kombat movies and Mortal Kombat things possible. This movie was so awesome that I thought it was the end. I didn't see how you were ever gonna top this, or what storyline you could really do next. So I figured this was the end, but I was wrong. The very next year they would have another movie. Oh no! Before I get to Battle of the Realm, before I get to the next movie, this movie right here, only issue I have is just like the first one, because of the runtime. They still rushed and wasted characters, particularly Stryker and Kung Lao. It was good they finally made it into the franchise, but it sucks they made it to the franchise just to get killed off, especially Kung Lao. At least Stryker got an awesome fight first. So that was the only issue. And then other characters, their characters whose allegiances, who because of the runtime, not only they alter their personalities, but they alter their allegiances too. So other than that, that's the only issue I had with this movie right here. Next, Snowblind. Yeah, this in my opinion is the third best Mortal Kombat film, and it is the best and worst Mortal Kombat film of all time. A lot of people consider it the greatest behind Scorpion's Revenge. I think it's the worst, but I kind of expected that, because you did everything in the first 2 movies. So what was left here? The only thing that was left was Kenshi Takahashi's story. Which his story for the most part was adapted real well, and he, alongside Tremor, Cabal, Scorpion, and Sub-Zero, were like the MVPs of this movie right here. This was Mad Max Doomsday. I think that's what that 2008 post-apocalyptic movie is called. Doomsday, Fist of the North Star. Fist of the North Star style of Mortal Kombat, based on Mortal Kombat 11, Kano's ending, where he beat Kronika and got the hourglass. And Kano, leader of the Black Dragon, rules the wasteland as a half machine, half man, yeah, yeah, yeah. So this movie right here, like I said, it's the worst movie because I like Kano, but Kano should never be the best character and never be this important. But I will give this movie one thing: this handled Kano being the best character and being important much better than the 2021 version did. Second thing, see, it answers so many plot holes. How did Kano beat Kronika, and how did he get control of the Revenants? Speaking of the Revenants, the character Nightwolf, who I was waiting to be introduced in this series, his introduction is as a Revenant. His introduction is as a Revenant. So wasted characters, and this one wasted so many characters more. My boy Cobra finally made it into a Mortal Kombat film. They get killed off. In an anticlimactic fashion. Shang Tsung had an impressive story arc, then got washed much early in the film, leaving Kenchi's storyline with Shang Tsung, just like in the game, unresolved. Yeah, like I said, this was the worst Mortal Kombat film, but it was the best because I like the way Kenchi's story, I like the way Kenchi, Tremor, Cabal, Scorpion, and Sub-Zero were handled. I like the way Cabal was handled, but I didn't like the way he was written here. Once again, this continues the trend of the 2021 and Mortal Kombat 11 of Cabal always being a bad guy. Sucks. Mortal Kombat 3 and Defenders of the Realm are the only ones to ever truly get Defenders of the Realm in the original timeline, are the only ones to ever get Cabal right. Yeah, Cabal eventually did become a bad guy again and return to the Black Dragon, but that was only because of Havoc, who's like the cleric of chaos. Yeah, and I understood why this movie was terrible because you did everything in the first two. There was nothing left here. So, Mortal Kombat Snowblind. And the third and final, I'm not going to spend much time on it, is Cage Match, this was atrocious. It was entertaining, but it was atrocious. I wanted a full-on Mortal Kombat film, not a campy 1980s action adventure fantasy flick starring Johnny Cage. That's what this is. This whole thing looks and feels like the 80s. Even the animation style reflects it. The best things about this movie, besides Johnny Cage, who was left out of Defenders of the Realm despite being a main character in the 1995 live-action film which Defenders of the Realm follows. He was left out of the Defenders of the Realm for various reasons. So it's good to see him not only get a starring role here, but get a starring movie of his own. That's the first good part, and then the better part is the female Brotherhood of Shadows, Jataka and the other one. Serena wasn't here, the leader. Serena wasn't here, but Jataka and the other one. And the Mortal Kombat 6 Deception character Ashura makes her animated film debut, and so does Mocap, who was kind of lame in this movie, but at least he made his animated debut here. And movie had probably had the best soundtrack of the three, but other than that, this is the weakest. And I hope the next Mortal Kombats are based upon these storylines, these video games right here, video games right here. And I'll explain more about it, what I want from the future of this animated movie, if there will be more in the larger real life superhero webcam version. So this was my part 1 review of part 1 2025 review remake of the Mortal Kombat animated movies. You don't want to hear the rest of the music? Turn the video off right now.